you're my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take 2 more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunton, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur.
Hey, y'all. What's smacking? How you cracking lacking? How you cracking lacking? What's smacking? Hey, the one Miss D. Yes, you caught me. You caught me on a Thursday. Hey, Lainey Star. Hey, Moda Gemini. How you doing? Moda Gemini, I'm so glad you're here because I know you're from New Orleans. So, you know, I'm counting on you this evening to be a wealth of knowledge about a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to read. But you can like say, Lisa, that, you know, that shit ain't right. Like, or you can give us like more of a real life perspective. I'm counting on you for that. But how y'all doing? Hey, Petey from outer space. I remember you from last week. Thank you for stopping in. I am Lisa the X, aka Brown Whiskey Woman, Executive Bourbon Steward, at your service. I always feel like I should have like a towel or something on my arm when I say that. But anyway, how y'all doing? Hey, London Michelle, what's going on? So happy Thursday. We here. And guess what we're talking about today? We're talking about Mardi Gras. So should I be talking to y'all like this and say, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Happy Mardi Gras. Glad y'all came up in here. Should I do that the whole show or leave that alone? Anyway, I think I'll leave it alone. I don't think already. I've been on 2 minutes and I got the lights turned off. Not even 2 minutes. And I got the lights turned off. And I have a lights off, emote now. So put that in the chat when you just want him to turn off the lights on me or whatever. You know what? I'm not going to encourage y'all. Anyway, hey, how y'all doing? Anyway, hey, Lock and Key, the turner offer of the lights. Anyway, London already put it up. Lock already put it up. So we here, y'all, in the dark already. We're here, and as I sit here in the dark, looking out at you all, I just want to say to you all, thank you so much for being here and joining me in the light and in the dark. And everywhere in between. So, yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby. How you doing? So, I got a lot to talk about today. But, I got to tell you what I'm going to talk about so you know what we're going to talk about when we talk about it. And then you know all the stuff that we're going to talk about. Because that's what I got to do, right? So, I got to give you like the whole rundown. So, first of all, I am live from Lock and Key Media Studios. Right, I gotta say that in ATL, shawty. And I always start off with a review of what we talked about last week. So last week was February the 1. the first. And I kicked it off with this little book over here. You all remember that? 29 Gifts. So 29 Gifts, if you weren't here last week, this is about 29 random acts of kindness. And that's what this book is about. And, some people said that they were going to join me on this. This is kind of like a campaign. I've done this for about 8 or 9 years now after I read the book. But the short of this is that this woman who wrote the book, her name is Cammie Walker. She was diagnosed with MS, and one of her spiritual advisors advised her to give away something for 29 days. And what this was to do is to take the focus off of her own situation, her own illness. And this was going to be a healing prescription for her. And it really wound up being just that. So that's exactly what I have done for the past, I'll say about 8 years. We'll go with 8. I like number 8. I've done that every February. And of course, some Februaries, leap year, have 29 days in it. So it's perfect. And if not, I just go to March 1st. But I am such a proponent of random acts of kindness. So this falls in with everything that I believe in. But to give it directed consecutively, and we discussed this last week, consecutively means in a row. It's like a consecutive life sentence or however you want to, frame it. But that means in a row. It requires some thought and it requires some effort. So I have been doing it. And I hope that some of you all have too. Hopefully you have done some random acts of kindness. So I want to hear about that. I want you all to put that in the chat. And even if you didn't do it, all in a row, hopefully you've given it some thought and you've done some things. And I also want to hear about what happened to you during the time that you've been doing it. Because what I've found every time I undertake this, some miraculous things happen in my life as well. So I want to hear about that from you all. And I see some people. Hey, Stormy, how you doing? Stormy, you know what? I thought about you because, it's Mardi Gras, right? So I really considered, because the whole beads thing, I considered consulting you on some type of fancy bra or something like that so I could flash to people. But then I said, no, I like my little liquor stream. I don't think I want to do that. So we got we got other holidays coming up. So we'll get together on it. So, yeah. But I did think about you. Hey, Crazy Berry Town. How you doing today? So, yeah. So we're here and we're going to be talking about Mardi Gras, and we're going to be drinking some stuff and eating some stuff and looking at a slideshow and watching a video. And we got a bunch of stuff that we got to do. Well, Mo, you said I was wrong for that. Mo the Gemini. I mean, was I close? Right? Was just a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So many other holidays. Anyway. And again, I get the raid out. I think I need a fake raid out emote. That's another thing I need because you're always trying to raid me out way before it's time. I talk 5 minutes. I get the lights out and raid out. So anyway, but yes, so many other holidays that we can be, fashion designers on. Like you and K. Marie, you all are like my designers, you are the people that dress me, you style me, right? So I'm counting on you for other holidays. But anyway, a little bit off. Okay. All right. I'll take it. It's all right. I need to call you on the phone, right? Have you give me a real New Orleans accent. Hey, Blue Majesty, my cosmic sister. How you doing? I should have done that. You know that? I just thought about that, Mo. We should have set that up. I should have called you on the phone and had you, Anyway. Hey, Ed, what's up? How you doing? Anyway, I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to just tell you that I got so excited, as I always do when I do research for the show. Now, usually I'm doing liquor research, but when I get into the holidays, I'm doing research on that as well, because this show is about edumacation. That's what it's about, edumacation. So since it's about that, I have to research stuff, and then I go down the rabbit hole, and then I start reading stuff about this and looking at videos about that, and then I'm all off the liquor trail, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what happened. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading about this beer. Oh, let me get back to that, and then the next thing you know, I'm reading about some other stuff. That's how it always goes when I do research, but I kind of love that in a way because I learned so much. And usually I have to put some time parameters on myself, because what I found is if I don't, I'll be all over the place, up all night long, reading about stuff that has nothing to do with the stream. It's just information that's in my head on the whiteboard of my mind. So anyway, and that's what I had to do this time. But I did put together a slideshow because I wanted to show you all some imagery from Mardi Gras. And I want to talk a little bit about the origins of Mardi Gras and some of the traditions and some of the things that generally you would experience while you were there. Before we get into the slideshow, how many people in the chat have been? Just if you've been to Mardi Gras, just put yes. If you've been to New Orleans, just put yes. But Mardi Gras specifically, put a yes. If you've been to New Orleans, okay. All right. Yes. Mo, I know you're going to say yes. So yes. So, okay. So you all know, you've had the experience, so you know what it's like. I really feel like New Orleans is such a magical place to me. It really is. There's something really, really special about it. And every time that I've gone, it has been a really unique experience for me. Plus, best damn food I think I've ever had in my entire life. And there's no place you can go and get a bad meal. Like every place you go, the food is going to be exceptional. And I absolutely love that. Good food, good drinks, good people. So I have a slideshow. And again, for those of you who have been, this is going to be very familiar to you, a lot of this imagery. But for the people who have not been, we got something that, we're showing them that's maybe a little bit different. And I want to talk about some of the things. Okay, so no, yes, Mardi Gras. Okay, no, yes, Mardi Gras. No. Okay, gotcha, Misty. But I love New Orleans also. So let's take a look at this slideshow, which is all about Mardi Gras. And we're going to look at that. We got a video that I'm going to show later. We're going to be, drinking some stuff and eating some stuff. So, Mardi Gras, right? And here we go. Somebody wants to sell me something. They want to offer me promotion of my channel, viewers, followers, chatbots, etc., all of that crap. We don't need all that. So get out of here. You're out of here. So let's start off talking about Mardi Gras itself, kind of the tradition of it. So it dates back thousands of years, and it is a pagan celebration of spring and fertility. But when Christianity arrived in Rome, religious leaders decided to incorporate these things together. And as a result of the excess and everything that had to do with Mardi Gras season, they made it a prelude to Lent. So basically, it is just a lead up to Lent. And traditionally, in the days leading up to Lent, merrymakers would just binge on all the rich, fatty foods, meat, eggs, milk, lard, cheese, all the stuff they had in their house, in anticipation of eating only fish and then various types of fasting. Mardi is the French word for Tuesday, and Gras means fat. So in France, the day before Ash Wednesday came to be known as Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday. So that's where it came from. That's where it started. And I'm focusing kind of on Mardi Gras in New Orleans, though Mardi Gras is celebrated in other places, often referred to as Carnival. And I'll talk a little bit about that as well. So let's take a look at some of these pictures we got here on this slideshow. I just love this picture because I just love the way the hotel was decorated with the green and the purple and the yellow. And those colors, which are the official Mardi Gras colors, actually have significance. They are the official Mardi Gras colors, and they mean something. I found that out, and I did not know that they meant something, and I'm going to get to that. The first American Mardi Gras took place on March 3rd, 1699, when French explorers landed near present-day New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'm going to tell you there's some debate about this. There are some people say that the first Mardi Gras celebration was in Mobile, Alabama. And there is a huge celebration in Mobile and also huge celebrations in Mississippi. And a lot of people debate this because they say that Mobile, Alabama was established well before New Orleans, like years before New Orleans. Louisiana is the only state in which Mardi Gras is a legal holiday. However, there are a lot of carnivals in other places during Mardi Gras season. Again, Alabama and Mississippi being two of them, and they have their own traditions. So let's take a look at the next slide. Hey, Kim Blue, how you doing? So this is leading up to, this is a picture of a black masked Indian. And they do use the term Indian. And I know a lot of times people say, well, that's no longer, politically correct to say Indian. But that is what they call themselves. So that is the word that I am going to use. But we're going to see a video about them a little bit later. And that's our tie-in to Black History Month, because I wanted to make sure that we touched upon that. And a lot of this is very much seeped in Black history. But I love that picture. I just love how colorful and wonderful and all of the beadwork and everything that goes into the sewing of the costumes. But we will talk about that in the video, or they'll talk about it and we'll listen. Okay. All right. So these are some of the costumes that you see. And don't y'all just love her watermelons, right? I mean, when I saw that picture, I was like, I got to put that on there, right? But she has 2 watermelons on her chest. The second picture, that gentleman just looks like he's having a hell of a good time. And then the third picture is actually a picture from Venice, where it is celebrated as Carnival. And I just thought that her costume was absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to show that. But in 1857, a secret society of New Orleans businessmen called the Mystic Crew of Comus, that's Comus, decided that they would have a torch-lit Mardi Gras procession with marching bands and rolling floats, and that set the tone for future public celebrations in the city. Rex is one of the oldest Mardi Gras crews, and it's been participating in the parade since 1872. They did establish the purple, gold, and green as the Mardi Gras colors officially. So again, Mardi Gras is like all around the world, right? Everywhere. Okay, masking. Thank you. So these are some of the revelers there, and you see old girl with her little red dots on her boobs there. I guess she's going to be getting a whole lot of beads, right? A whole bunch of beads. All right, let's look at the next one. I think it's some more of the revelers. Yep, some more of the revelers. So you see they having a good time. Y'all see old girl with her hands up with the cup in her hand? I had to put her on there too, because does she not look like she lit? I mean, she just looked like she there and she having a good ass time. And then I love the group that's just kind of all dressed, alike. And then the 2 guys down there at the bottom with their lovely petticoats on and their hats. I mean, had to add them in there too, I just said the cops from the YMCA. Yep, them. Hey, Lockdown, how you doing? All right, let's look at the next one. So again, just to give you an idea of a massive crowd in the French Quarter. And you see all of the people there in the street. And then, of course, the individuals that are there on the hotel balconies, which the hotel balcony is the best place to be, right? because you can see everything and you're up kind of away from the crowd a little bit. Because the crowd is like elbow to elbow. It is no joke. But it is a lot of fun to be there in the midst of it all. But I think up on the balcony is like the best place. So you see those beads, right? And we all know to deal with the beads. Look at all those beads that girl has. Look at all those beads that dude has, right? So let's talk about the bead throwing. So whatever is thrown from a float is called a throw. And they throw trinkets, they throw beads, they throw coconuts, different things. The Zulu throw coconuts anyway. But the colors, the purple stands for justice, the green for faith, and the gold for power. Those are the most common colors of Mardi Gras. Those are the official colors. But of course, the beads are in all colors. So we know that nowadays the beads are made of plastic, but they used to be made of glass. And we know that people do things for those beads now that they didn't used to do back in the day. They would just throw them off the float and people would catch them. And you don't have to do those things to get beads, but of course you will get more beads if you do. Okay? London said, who has gotten beads during Mardi Gras? Hey, Team No Pants, how you doing? London, have you gotten beads during Mardi Gras? And did you get them the traditional way, or did you just get them? I mean, you can tell us. This is a safe space. You can tell us. It's all right. We're okay with that. So yeah, it would be okay. You got beads, and that's all you gonna say? Is that what you just gonna stop there? You just got beads, okay? Private beads. Kim Blue says not traditional. Yeah, they throw beads off the floats, so but yeah, you're gonna get more if you show stuff. Okay, next slide. Let's move on past those beads. So these are some of the floats. So the floats are put on by what they call crews. So they have all types of crews. So the crews are really social clubs. And they do a lot of good in the community, to be perfectly honest. But they all have like very, very unique and original names. And I wanted to give you all some of those because when I was reading some of the names, some of them I was familiar with, some of them I wasn't. Of course, you have Zulu, you have Rex, which are considered royalty. You have Bacchus, you have Orpheus, which Orpheus is Harry Connick Sr. and Harry Connick Jr. They actually started that. You have the crew of Chewbacca's, which is a Star Wars crew. They are a walking crew. You have the crew of Barkus, which is all dogs. And I thought that was pretty cool. You have rolling parades. You have Oshun, which is the goddess of fountains, love, and abundance. She is part of the 7 African powers. Cleopatra, Pontchartrain, Sparta, Pygmalion, Chaos, Morpheus, Thoth, Hermes. So many. It was just so many I couldn't even name them all. So Kim Blue says she's a fan of Comus, Rex, and Zulu. So Zulu is one of the African American, the oldest African American, and they actually present in blackface. And a lot of people think, well, why would they do that? But they are really actually shouting out to the time when they were made fun of course, with blackface, and they're honoring their ancestors by presenting in that way. So that's really interesting. But these are some of the floats, and it is dope to see them. I agree. Hey, Mrs. Sweet Tea. How you doing, Miss Sweet Tea? So let's go to the next slide. Some more of the floats. And you see how colorful they are. I mean, I just love the colors in this. This is like fantastic to me to just see it. And you see it's like a lot of gestures, a lot of, clowns, just harlequins, that kind of thing, because a lot of it is based on like mythology and magic and things that are not necessarily deemed real. Hey, Lena Incognita, how you doing? So it's all whimsy and, fantasy. And it's like Halloween, like 5.0. And I love Halloween. So this is my kind of party right here. So yeah. All right, let's look at the next one. Some more of the floats. So in the corner, you see Zulu up at the top. I wanted to make sure I included a picture of them. And then that is a Zulu float down there at the bottom underneath. So you can just see them kind of coming down the street there. Like I said, they have floats. They have what they call walking crews, floating crews, all types of things happening there. So I think that that's really, really cool. One thing that I found out was in order to start the parade, at night, they used to have, or they still have, the flambeaux. So the flambeaux light the way for the parade. And the flambeaux historically used to be slaves or black free men. And they would start off the parade with torches. Now, of course, it's like an electric torch with butane or kerosene or something like that. And they put on a show and they get tips. And it's like a really big deal. It's really cool. And it's considered to be an honor to be a flambeau. So I thought that that was really interesting because I did not know that historically they were slaves or black men or black freedmen, I should say. So that was interesting. Hey, Stirs, how you doing? All right, next slide. All right, another one of the float, a close up. That one was just so beautiful. I just wanted to show that. So these are some of the masks. And again, just look at the artistry and the creativity of these individuals. Now, that guy that has his face painted, I just had to put him on there because he just looked like he was high, so I just was like, let me just put him in there. But the artistry of this and how much time and effort that you can imagine these people put into creating these costumes and these masks. I mean, this is wonderful. Hey, C Love, how you doing? That's my mod sister. And again, some of the masks. And people spend hours, they put in hours and hours of time just creating these things. And again, I feel like it's just amazing to see imagination kind of come to life. So this was one of those things that like I was going down the rabbit hole on. And I was just like, I got to put some limits on how many pictures I show. But I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So we have some female stilt walkers, which I thought was really, really cool because usually you see males doing that. But they are stilt walkers and it's a band of females. So that's the reason why I've stuck them in there because I wanted you all to see that. Next slide. All right, y'all. So that is a picture of a king cake, which I actually have. I'm going to be partaking of some king cake a little bit later. So let me give you a little bit of background about the king cake. It's one of the most popular foods, and it dates back to the Middle Ages. And that is when people began celebrating the tradition of the three kings that brought gifts to baby Jesus on the 12th night, the end of Christmas, and the beginning of Epiphany. So it's baked in traditional Mardi Gras colors. It's decorated. And then there's a baby inside. So there's a plastic baby, and that baby represents baby Jesus. And whoever gets the baby in his or her slice has to buy the next cake or host the next party. And Lakita says she has some king cakes shipped to her. You can buy them here in Atlanta. I bought one at Kroger. So I have one here today that I will be cutting. And it's a little naked baby in there. I did read also that a lot of people, a lot of companies stopped baking the baby in the cake for liability. So now they put the baby on the side and then you can insert the baby in the cake because I guess people were trying to sue them or something like that. So Team No Pan said she made one a couple of years ago. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it was choking them out. So yeah, they had to stop all that. Same thing with, on the Zulu float, they throw coconuts. They had to stop throwing the coconuts. They hand the coconuts out. And that is one of the most coveted throws on the Zulu float. And the coconuts are like painted, and they do glitter, and they have little trinkets inside of them. They're plastic, and they hand them out to people instead of throwing them. Same reason, liability. So, yeah. Okay, Team No Pants, you can buy the weird plastic babies on Amazon? Really? Okay. Anyway, so these are just some really funny memes that I found, some GIFs that I found. And so I love the guy. He says, don't ask what I had to show to get these. You see all those beads he got? And then I don't know if you guys remember Maxine, but she says, it's Fat Tuesday, and after I eat this king cake, it's going to be a Fat Wednesday too. And then look at old girl. It says bead envy. It says kind of like booby envy, only with sparkles. But look at how she's looking at her friend with all those beads around her neck. Hey, Psalmist, how you doing? She is looking like you be. I mean, like she gonna throw that drink on her. And then I just love the one of Jesus. I saw what you did for those Mardi Gras beads. Pretty much. And then, of course, so it's Mardi Gras. I guess I should think about Lent. And then I like the one in the corner because I can relate to that. I'm having my own Mardi Gras celebration without the parades, beads, costumes, or people. I'm just going to drink, in other words. You see, I'm sitting on that barrel, so I had to put that one in there. Jesus sees all. And then because I own a pet, I had to put this in here, right? Look at that dog with that bottle of Fireball. Just look at that. And does that dog look like that she is drunk? I mean, she looked like she lit. And she got like a little bikini top on and everything. I'm like, the hell? And then that is actually somebody, a gentleman with a mask on, and he looks just like that damn dog. But that is a mask. I am sure they're probably on, the float of Barkus. I would guess they're on the Barkus crew. But yeah, that picture was very vivid, and I was like, man, that's amazing. So yeah. Not disturbing. It's weird. It's very, very weird. I will say that. Very, very weird. So I want y'all to do this. I want y'all to participate in this. So take a minute and look at this. So find out what your Mardi Gras name is. You use your first name is the month of birth. You use your month of birth. So I was born in the month of August. So my first name is Nollins. Then it says use your shirt color. So today my shirt is purple. So I'm Nollins King Cake. That's my name. So drop your name in the chat. What's your name? Okay. Voodoo Jambalaya. Gree Zulu. Sparkle Zulu. Mambo Zulu. We got a lot of Zulu. Who else we got in here? I love it. I like the names. We got a lot of Zulu. Hey, Double Spirit. How you doing? Hey, DJ Lick a Shot. How you doing? We rated you last week. Enjoyed your set very much. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Who else? What other? We got Glittery Jambalaya, Bayou Jambalaya, Gree Jester, Big Easy Crew, Bourbon Street Jambalaya, Voodoo Jambalaya, like why? Cajun Jambalaya, a lot of Jambalaya. Rule Taco Meat Stars. Anyway. I know that wasn't on there. What else we got? Okay, so Mo, wait a minute. You said the crew of Barkus is a walking parade. Yeah, they walked through the French Quarter. Yeah, they were on the list for a walking parade. Tilt. Nolens Dubloon. Okay. Big Easy Zulu. Lots of great shirts today. I guess you're right. What else we got? What else? The names are hilarious to me. When I saw this, I was like, we got to do this. We just got it. We had a lot of Zulu and we had a lot of jambalaya, right? Hey, what else we got on here? Okay. We didn't have, okay, yeah, blues and grays are on the move. Yeah. I wore purple on purpose, because I was like, hey, we didn't have no Gator. Nobody had like a multicolored shirt. So we didn't have nobody Gator. So yellow, we didn't have lanyap. Nobody had lanyap. And in case you don't know what lanyap means, lanyap is extra. That means extra. So if somebody says you lanyap, that's your extra. Big Easy Zulu, Voodoo Reveler. Okay. Rule Zulu. Almost as cool. Yes, almost as cool as the Wu-Tang name generator or the rap name generator, like Childish Gambino. That's where he got his name, from a rap name generator, and he just went with it. So yeah, but I thought this was pretty cool. Okay, what? Okay. The confetti didn't get the memo. Alrighty then. What else? Anybody else? We got all the names? Did we get all the names? Is that everybody? Is that everybody? Did everybody put their name in there? Did everybody participate? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that said, if we got, hey, Songbird, you got to put your name in there. What color shirt you got on today? You got to use your first name is to use the month of your birth. Use your shirt color. Okay. Oh, Songbird, you did Sparkles Jester. Okay, Sparkles Jester. I missed you. Thank you. All right. So everybody put their name up there. So we all know who we is now. We got a lot of jambalaya. We got a lot of gree, and we got a lot of, what else do we have in here? What was the other thing that we had a bunch of? I feel like. I'm reading them. A lot of jambalaya. I remember that. Was I the only king cake? I guess I was. I don't know. Okay. Everybody got on the same color shirt. But and Zulu. Right. We had a lot of Zulu. That was the other thing. We had a lot of Zulu. All right. So that's our slideshow. And again, I just wanted to show you all just a little bit, just give you just a little taste. And I want to talk about, what we're going to drink before we get into a video, because I do have a video that I'm going to show about masking. And that is the Indians. And I want to show that in a little bit. But I want to talk about a couple of things that I'm drinking. Hey, Miss KB. Now, I know I could go like traditional and say, okay, we're going to do rum punch, or we're going to do, a hurricane from scratch or whatever. But I thought, let's try a couple of different things. So one of the things that I tried was this, or that I'm going to try. It's called Andy Gator. That's what it looks like. This is a beer. And I bought it because it was called Andy Gator. And it comes out of New Orleans. So I'm going to crack that open. But I want to tell you guys a little bit about it. It is made by a company called Abita. And it is 8% alcohol by volume. Now that's kind of high for a beer, because most beers are somewhere between about 4% and 7%. And this is a high gravity brew. That's what they call it, which means it has a higher alcohol content. It's made in Covington, Louisiana. Covington is about 40 miles outside of New Orleans, and it's a Pilsner malt. That's what they call it, a Pilsner malt. It's a German lager yeast, and it uses German Pearl hops. So a lot of German stuff coming out of New Orleans and Andy Gator. So I always tell you all to read the bottle. That's one of the golden rules here. You gotta read the bottle. So it says, Andy Gator is a fearsome beast. Don't let his toothy grin, slightly sweet flavor, and subtle fruit aroma fool you. This cold-blooded creature can sneak up on you. This unique high-gravity brew is made with Pilsner malt, German lager yeast, and German pearl hops. Sip, don't gulp, and taste the wild of Abita and Gator. And it is an independent craft. That's what it says on the back of it. And if you live in Puerto Rico, do not litter. And then if you live in Michigan or Massachusetts or Connecticut or New York, you can get a cash refund back on your bottle. Just want you to know that. So I am going to try this. I'm going to pop this open. I don't really consider myself to be a beer drinker, but for y'all, I do stuff. So I'm going to try this beer and we're going to see what it's like. Hey, Natty, how you doing? We're going to pop this open. I think. Yep. I'm going to pop it open and we're going to try it. So I'm going to give it a little smell. It smells like beer. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to say that. I just want to say that. No, it actually has a fruity kind of smell. Not a particular fruit that I'm smelling, but just kind of an overall fruit smell is how I would describe it. So anyway, let's see what Andy Gator tastes like. I like it. It's good. It's very smooth. Has a really, really nice flow over the palate. Better than I thought. Because sometimes beer to me can be very bitter and it kind of has like this after bite. But this is really smooth. And that's interesting because it has a higher ABV on it. I was not expecting it to be as tasty. So yeah, I'll drink this. I might burp later. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, don't talk about me. Okay, so as I burp, right? Wow. Okay. Stars, you said beer is the mistake that men are eternally too prideful to admit. Interesting, Stars. Yeah. I liked it. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'm going to give Andy Gator, I think I'm going to give it like about a 4.5. And I'm going to say 4.5 because this is the thing. This is what I'm getting now that it's kind of settling down a little bit. I could see if I drink this, having that beer taste or like having beer breath. I can kind of already feel that in my mouth. I don't really care for that, which is why I'm not really a beer drinker, and I can see a lot of belches. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. Don't judge me if I burp because I might. Yeah. Hey, Snoopy, how you doing? Long time no see. Good to see you in here though. Yeah. Hey, Psalmist. Y'all, I like this. I think I might drink this. Yeah, this is good. Very smooth. Like I said, it doesn't have the bitterness to it that beer often has. So, scale from 1 to 5, 4.5, only because I think if I drink it, it would kind of give me that funky sort of taste in my mouth. So yeah. Hey Cruz, how you doing? So, yeah. Yay for Andy Gator. So we're going to put Andy Gator over here to the side. So look what I found. I was so excited. This is bottled Hurricane made by Bacardi. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to mix anything. I don't have to get a bunch of ingredients. I simply could just buy this. And I was like, can't beat this with a stick. And this was only $10. $10. Hey, Tunes Mania, how you doing? So I'm super excited. And when I smelled it, it smelled delicious. So Bacardi, let's talk about it just a little bit. Bacardi is a family-owned business, and it has been for 160 years. Now, a lot of liquor companies, distilleries and things like that are family kind of owned businesses that have been, passed on through generations. But family members are still involved. Descendants are still involved with Bacardi. So that's pretty impressive. The Hurricane is the signature drink of New Orleans, and it originated at Pat O'Brien's bar during World War II. I always have to slow down when I say World War II because I always mess it up. Hey, not your average guy. Hey, Mighty Mouse, how you doing today? And the name came from the glass that it is traditionally served in. Now, y'all, I looked high, low, up, down, sideways for a Hurricane glass. I could not find one. So I have a goblet. That was my pen. I have a goblet. So I'm going to be using that. I do not have a traditional Hurricane glass, but that is what it was named for. So if I was making this, they made it for me. I would have light rum, dark rum, orange juice, lime juice, passion fruit juice, simple syrup, grenadine, and then orange slices and cherries would be my garnish. So I'm breaking my own pen. That was my pen that fell down. But this was ready-made, and I've never really had a ready-made cocktail like this. So I was kind of excited about this. They also had a ready-made rum punch, and they had a couple of other things. So in the future, I might try those if this is good. So let's try this. Who here has had a hurricane? Let me put that to the side. Who here has had a hurricane? A New Orleans hurricane? I know y'all all been to Mardi Gras. You had them. Come on. So we're going to use this goblet glass. Forgive me. And I'm going to put some ice in here. And we're going to pour this up and see what it tastes like. And then we're going to move on to our snacks. So I chilled this. It was chilled for a couple of hours in my refrigerator. I hear that. Woo. It's something about that gurgle. It's something about it, y'all. I don't know what it is, but it's something about it. It smells delicious. It smells like fruit punch. And I'm sure it's all the juices and the grenadine that are in it. And we're going to put that to the side. So you all remember when I did my garnishes with Malik and, we were talking about bras and bows. Gosh, shit. Anyway, I messed that all up. We were talking about bras and bows. Maybe we was talking about bros too. I don't know. All right. But I had these orange slices. These are dried orange slices. And I got these at Trader Joe's. And this was one of the garnishes that I utilized on that show. So since I had them at home, I thought, why the hell not? Let's go ahead and use these. So that's going to be my garnish. But of course, you can do, real oranges and cherries. Those are your traditional garnishes. Okay, and I'm saying that I can't even open the damn package. Okay, here we go. We're kicking with gas now. So I like these just as a snack. I had a couple today while I was doing stream prep. But this is what they look like. They're basically sweetened, dried orange slices. And that's what they look like. Okay. Can you all see it? Let me hold it down lower so you can see it. But they're really tasty. So I am going to use this as my garnish. So I'm going to drop it in my drink. And of course, if I wanted to, I could use my knife over here. I'm going to use my coaster. It is not a blood orange. It's just a regular orange. It just says sweetened and dried. And I can just slice it here on the side. And then I can put it right there on my glass. And then that makes it look pretty. So looks like I'm really doing something. And of course you can use fresh oranges. But I think that these dried sweetened oranges are really good. I like them. So anyway, I'm going to take it off so I can drink it. So we're giving this a try. This is our pre-made hurricane. So let's see. That's good. Yeah, I think I could probably get tipsy off this. Okay, Mo said we need some Mardi Gras music. This is the thing about the music, though. Let me say this. They'll mute us, right? Because it's like copyright infringement. So that's the reason why we have to, use certain music that we have permission. So that's the reason why we don't do a lot of music on the stream, because they will mute us. And we are also starting to simulcast on YouTube. We're on YouTube. So that's something new that we just started today. So you all can also view this on YouTube. And I'm going to encourage you. Of course, I want you all to be here on Twitch and watch and all of that. But the shows will be available on YouTube, and, people can see me there as well. So it's a way for more people to see me. So I kind of have like double chats going, and hopefully we can really get that moving. But yeah, this is good. $10, y'all. $10. Bacardi Hurricane. It's called Classic Cocktails. This is what it looks like. Really, really good. And again, I tell you how to read the bottle. So I'm going to read this bottle and see what it says. It says, you don't need to travel to New Orleans for the city's signature cocktail. Enjoy this Bayou-born classic over ice. Just add friends. Refrigerate after opening to enjoy this cocktail at its best. I don't know how much rum it has in it. It doesn't really say. It's not really giving me a bunch of information. It just says premium rum cocktail infused with passion fruit, orange, lime, and cherry, sweetened with cane sugar, which is exactly how you would make it if you were making it from scratch. I would imagine that they may have added possibly some coloring. I don't know. It says rum with natural flavor. Yeah, certified color and caramel color. Because generally, if it's going to be a cocktail, they're going to add some things to it just to make it look pretty. But this is really good. So I would be willing to try the rum punch. Rum is a dark liquor, right? They put light and dark rum generally in a hurricane, but we're still in step. And every now and then I step outside the lines, but this is good. So yeah. Psalmist said, natural flavor isn't natural. Hey, they tried, Psalmist. They tried. Hey, Sandra Radiate, how you doing? I have not seen you in so long, girl. What up, though? Sandra, where you been? And happy 27 months. Thank you for the re-up. I appreciate you so much. I have missed you. I have really missed you. Yeah, y'all. Y'all got to get some of this. Okay, get ready for Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday officially is February 13th. Do it. Yeah. Y'all. Woo. Between this and the beer, you all have never seen me drunk. And you never will. But you might see me tipsy. You might see me tipsy. And I'm about to eat some sugar too. I'm just saying. This is good. The thing is, I don't usually like fruity drinks. I'm not one of those women. Like, I'm a straight no chaser type of girl. All the way around. I speak straight no chaser. I'm not about bullshit. Not about a bullshit. And I normally don't like anything fruity. Like things that have like a lot of fruit juice. I don't even like orange juice. That's really not my thing. But that is really, really good. I would serve that. Hey, Miss Frenchie, how you doing? I would serve this. And if I was having a party like it, y'all come over to the, Brown Whiskey Woman cocktail party. I think we're going to have this. Yeah, we're gonna have to have this because this is good. This is really good. So when you all come to Atlanta, I'm gonna make sure I have a couple of bottles on hand, even if it ain't Fat Tuesday. We're gonna have some of this. This is all right. And I mean, $10. Come on now. I mean, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's talk about the snacks, right? Because I'm like on the drink, but let's talk about the snacks. So I told you all about the tradition of the king cake, right? Hey, DJ Tank, of course there'll be deviled eggs for you. You know that. I got you. We're here, always. So, told you about the king cake. So this is the box for the king cake. This is fresh from New Orleans. This is Joe Gambinos. This is one of the more well-known, but they have a lot of companies that make king cakes. But this is what they sell here in Atlanta. This cake was $20. It smells delicious. When we took it out of the box, I was like, wow. I mean, and the thing is, I am not a fan of donuts. And it's a pastry, okay? I'm not really a fan of donuts. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. But I really don't like donuts. Donuts taste undone to me. They don't taste totally cooked. And I know, somebody is going to say, what? How do you not like donuts? But donuts just ain't my jam. But this king cake, man, y'all, look at that. Just look at that. That is some Butamus. And I said Butamus, and that is a real word. You can Google it. That is a Butamus site. Right there. Yes. Now I do kind of like beignets. Kinda. But look at that. Does that not look beautiful? I mean, that looks gorgeous. And there's a baby in there somewhere. Okay, so Mo said, yeah, Gambinos is a really good king cake. And I'm looking for it. It's been a long time since I had a king cake. So I am going to cut into this. I don't know if I'm going to get the baby or not, but I am going to cut into this. Let me put my little thing over here to the side. And I am going to taste this. I am looking forward to it because it smells delicious. Lakita, you would eat this whole thing in one day? Really? Ooh, wow. Not me. Okay, Locke said the same thing. Yeah, y'all got a mean sweet tooth. Like, it's violent if you can do that. But I'm gonna cut a piece here. Now remember, if I get the baby, I gotta buy the next king cake or I gotta host the next party. But I am going to, this looks delicious. Okay, so I don't think I got the baby. I'm looking carefully. The baby's in there somewhere. But oh my gosh, this smells wonderful. I wish we had smell-o-vision. So this is the king cake. And I'm gonna taste it. Y'all, this is so good. This is so good. Locke will get a piece. That's one of the perks of being, the EP, right? The executive producer. Oh my God. It's so moist. Yeah, moist. The texture of it is perfect. Now, I am a baker. And this is really, really good. Stormy, look and see if they have them for you where you live. And if they don't, girl, I got you. I got you. Because, man, y'all need this in your life. Oh my gosh. And the frosting is so good. Okay, so I'm going to show you all again. This is Joe Gambinos. Fresh from New Orleans, the king of king cakes. And Mo highly recommended this. Mo is in New Orleans. He's from New Orleans. And hey, Fudge, thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Happy 13 months. Lioness Nala, I'm sorry if I did not say hello to you. And please forgive me if I have like cake crumbs all over my mouth, but whew. Anyway. Ooh, Samas. This is positively orgasmic. This is so damn good. Okay, we might be raiding out for real. Woo! Turn off the lights on me. Just yeah. I got the king in my mouth. Yep. Y'all. Okay, so Locke is back there, and I just hear him say, "Oh wow," like super loud. Hey, Big Stove, how you doing? I bought this at Kroger here. Okay, I bought it at Kroger. I mean, I got all the kings in my mouth. Okay, so Mighty Mouse said you can find it at Walmart. I bought it at Kroger. Y'all. Damn. I did not find the baby fudge. I only took one piece. So you see how big this cake is? I'm gonna give you all a shot of that again. Pardon the crumbs. Because I want you to see how big this cake is. They didn't have any small cakes. Okay. But I just took a very small piece of it. But this is what it looks like. So if you get the baby, there's a little plastic baby in here somewhere. If you get the baby, that means that you have to host the next party, or you have to get, or you have to buy the next king cake. So it's Black History Month. So do I have Martin Luther the King in my mouth, or I don't know. It's a little white baby. It's supposed to be baby Jesus. All that's up for debate, right? But it could be this one. It could be Martin Luther the King. Could be that one. It is so good. I'm so surprised. I mean, it's been years since I had a king cake, and I remember it being good, but I don't know. Maybe my taste buds have evolved. And as I said, I'm not like a donut pastry eater, but this is so delicious. It's so flaky. It's just, the texture of it is just perfect. The frosting is perfect. Y'all, this is a winner today. Okay, we got a 5 on the beer. So Andy Gator, this is the beer. Andy Gator is a 5. 8% alcohol by volume. Probably get you messed up. But yeah, this is good. Andy Gator, I can get with you. And Bacardi Hurricane, already pre-made. I can get with you too. I'm giving this a 5. I'm giving this a 5. I gave Andy Gator a 4.5 only because there was a little bit of, like, I could tell there would be like some aftertaste to that. And the cake, 5. 5 plus. I mean, woo. Now, Team No Pants was in here earlier. Team No Pants, you said that you made one at one point. I know this is like braided pastry. I would love to hear about how you made that. I know you're a baker. Oof. This is good. I mean, ooh, and let me just, can I just say this? Hold on. Let me take a swig of this and then I'll say it. So I bought these. I've had these many times. These are Zaps. Now, Zaps are New Orleans style kettle chips. They're not made in New Orleans, though. But these are called Voodoo, right? Now, I want to say a couple of things about this. Oh, you found a random recipe and you made it. Okay. So first, I want to say this. I want you all to not believe everything that you see in the media about voodoo and hoodoo, because that is the belief system of our ancestors. And I want you all to educate yourself on it, because what you see in the media is not accurate. Voodoo is actually a religion. All right. And it is not about zombies and all the stuff that they portray on TV, because I'm sorry, but a lot of things have been altered, as we know, history-wise, to make it look bad. So the fact that these are called voodoo chips, don't be put off by that. Educate yourself about voodoo, educate yourself about hoodoo, educate yourself about everything that you can educate yourself about. But these chips are delicious, okay? The reason why I bought these, though, is because I thought, well, I'm doing a lot of sweet stuff. You know, I'm doing the hurricane, I'm doing the king cake. I'm going to need something savory. Hey, K. Marie, I'm going to need something savory to kind of break this up. So that's why I got these. Now, again, I know y'all going to judge me. I don't really like potato chips either. Okay, potato chips are just something. I love potatoes. I love French fries and tater tots and hash browns. I love all of that shit. But potato chips they really ain't my thing. But I like these voodoo chips. And I thought they would break up the whole sweetness of this thing. I really don't feel like I need them, but I bought them. So, I'm going to bust them open. I'm going to crunch. And these are hot. Not super hot, but they're hot. They're hot. They got a kick to them. But they're really good. But I thought, okay, I might need it in between the drink and the cake and all of that. I don't know. I think I could just have a sugar high. I'm not going to lie. But these are good. Again, New Orleans style Zaps. They make a lot of different flavors. They have some other ones called Gator dill chips. They don't taste very pickle-like, but they're okay. So, yeah. But anyway, if you all want to check me out on YouTube, please support there as well. It's youtube.com/Brown Whiskey Woman. Same as it is here, Brown Whiskey Woman. No underscores there, just Brown Whiskey Woman. But I would love for you all to support. Tell your friends. Go over there, check me out. I'm trying to grow this thing. I'm trying to do something with this thing. But anyway, okay. Mo said it must be an outside New Orleans thing because it's your least favorite flavor there. Okay. Well, like I said, the chips aren't even made in New Orleans. They're made, again, I always tell you, read your packaging, because you can find out a lot. Zaps are made in, they're a division of, I can't even tell what it is. They're made in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Okay, and I knew that, but they're New Orleans style chips, kettle chips. And they even say, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, let me put on my glasses because I don't know what the hell they say. It'll help to be able to see. It says New Orleans style kettle chips are cooked to perfection and combined with premium ingredients. This recipe results in crunchier, tastier, and unique potato chip experience, which we hope you will prefer. We thank you for buying our product. Enjoy. And wait a minute. Okay. I couldn't see because the bag was all wrinkled up. Les bons temps roulés, which means let the good times roll, by the way. So, yeah, I couldn't see that. And it said the folks said Zaps potato chips. And it says enjoy great tasting anywhere in the USA, and it has a 1-800 number. But anyway, this is Zaps. New Orleans style kettle chips, voodoo. And they are one of my favorite flavors when I'm going to do chips. So if I'm going to do chips, I'm going to do something hot, spicy, that's got some flavor to it. So I told you guys that I have a video. And the video really is in honor of Black History Month. I felt like it was, Blue Majesty said, I need to clear that king out of my mouth so I can talk. Yeah. Or something. But I want to show you all this video, and it is about masking. So the video is very self-explanatory, but it was very informative to me because, again, I knew a little bit about this, but not as much as I did until I watched the video, which really sent me down a rabbit hole of many, many things. And the woman who hosts this video, and I'm going to allow her to, we're going to allow the video to play and you to her to introduce herself, but she does a wonderful series on PBS called Ritual, where, and her name is Tank, where she talks about all different things. She talks about voodoo and hoodoo. She talks about burials and slave grounds and just all sorts of things that are really relevant to the African-American culture. So, and I love her. I just love her personality. And she's also part of a musical group. So anyway, I want us to watch the video because, again, I feel like this video is extremely informative. And I'm going to eat some cake while we're watching the video. So let's do it. Yeah, Tank and the Bangers. So let's watch that. And I'll be over here getting a sugar high while y'all are watching that. So yeah, let's.
Nothing takes the breath away quicker than the sight of a Black masking Indian in full regalia. You can spot them coming for blocks, their brightly colored feathers rippling in the breeze. Though the origin of this tradition is mysterious, its artistry is plain to see. By the time these men and women are ready to display their suits on the streets of New Orleans, thousands of hours have gone into making them. But it all pays off on Super Sunday when the whole city comes out to see Black masking Indians from every part of town. I'm Tariana Tank Ball, and this is Ritual. Today, I'm going to find out what this ritual means to the community across generations. Why do they devote so much time to it? How does something that requires so much effort get passed on, and how does the ritual evolve in the process? I sat down with Asechua Amor Aminkum, a Black masking Indian, African dance instructor, and overall community icon to better understand the bigger picture. I am in New Orleans in the historic French Quarters, and I just feel so honored to be next to you, Asechua, Queen.
And I've been admiring you. I told you that. We took our selfie at the beginning, yes.
Yes, we did. I have so many questions, and I am so excited for you to give me knowledge on things that I didn't even know, even though I grew up in this city myself since birth. And my first one is, what is Black masking?
Well, the term Black masking Indians is a term that we prefer to be called. People know us as the Mardi Gras Indians because we came out for Mardi Gras, right? We came out at that time because we could not celebrate Mardi Gras. Black people weren't allowed to even go on Canal Street to celebrate Mardi Gras. We celebrated Carnival. Carnival is celebrated in Brazil, it's celebrated in Cuba, it's celebrated in Haiti, it's celebrated in Trinidad. And because New Orleans is known as the most African, most Caribbean city of the United States, we celebrated Carnival. So we called ourselves back in the day Carnival Indians. But the people started saying the Mardi Gras Indians because the bigger name was Mardi Gras.
What's the difference between Super Sunday and Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras, okay, that's that morning. On that morning, early that morning, that's the big day. You sewing all day, all year long to come out that morning. But on Super Sunday, Mighty Kudifayo, Indian Red. That's when the Indians come out. It's just the Indians. It's nothing but
no
Indians.
Floats to
It's
compete
no
with.
folks to compete with, just us. Whoa. So you can stand there and watch all that beauty and pageantry that comes in front of your face. Watch years of resistance that's manifested in creativity. So that act of masking Indian is actually an act of defiance.
Wow.
Because you saying, during my time when I couldn't go on Canal Street, couldn't drink at your water fountain, couldn't go in Woolworth, I'm a chief. I'm a queen.
Do you feel as though the Indians unite the community in the neighborhood?
Every hand that help you sow, that energy is in your suit because they help you sow it. So then when you go out amongst the community, they all giving you this love because there's something about circling that energy, coming around, singing the chants, walking in the footsteps of your ancestors and doing the same thing over and over again.
What does it mean to battle?
Well, traditionally, a long time ago, there was always fights. There was always stories about people, getting cut, getting hurt back in the day. And so if you had a beef with somebody early in the year, you would get them on Mardi Gras Day. It wasn't all the Indians, but it was a few of them that did that. But Tootie Montana, he encouraged the Indians to stop physically fighting and to fight through your creativity. He used to say, kill them dead with a needle and thread.
The legendary Big Chief Tootie Montana and his gang were all craftsmen by trade. As carpenters, plasters, bricklayers, and lathers, their hands held generations of expertise. It's hard to know exactly how this tradition came about. The history of the Black masking Indians is passed down through oral tradition and is rarely shared with outsiders. Much about Black masking culture connects to African ancestral masking traditions, but it is also a product of the city's unique history. The first sightings of Black New Orleanians dressed in native attire during the carnival season were recorded as early as 1838. In 1879, a newspaper article reported revelers dressed like natives chanting Chickamafino. These words stem from the indigenous language of the region and recall the close historical ties between Blacks and native Louisianians. Today, there are as many stories about the origins of the tradition as there are Indian gangs, and plenty more people are content to let the mystery be.
So it's a combination of influences from West Africa and Haiti and creativity from New Orleans. I don't want to take away from what the people in New Orleans actually create. But what's interesting is that many of the people who practice the culture have never been to Africa. They've never been to Haiti. They've never been to Trinidad. They've never been to Brazil. So how does this come out like this?
How does it, you think?
I think it comes out in the DNA. I think the memory is in the mitochondrial cells. It's in the DNA. That's how they're connecting to it. That's what makes it so special. That's what makes it spiritual. That's what makes it ritual-like. And in spite of all of the atrocities that Black people have faced in New Orleans, we still manifest this beautiful culture. It's a culture of resistance. It's a culture of defiance. It's a culture of creativity. It's not just about looking pretty. Pretty comes at a cost. It comes at a cost,
What we do know is knowledge within this culture is transmitted through practice. It is passed down from hand to hand. Montana never sold a suit that wasn't a masterpiece. And when others followed in his footsteps, the tradition saw an enormous increase in time and dedication. For people like Chief Joe Boudreaux, who was only 2 months old when he first masked Indian, that dedication was central to his upbringing. As the son of the great Big Chief Monk Boudreaux, sewing these incredible suits is something he was born to do. Today, I am sitting with a Black masking Indian family, generations long. I'm so excited to learn about your family history. Can you introduce your family?
So we have 2 chiefs in one household, 2 different tribes, and that's never heard of because this culture is so secret and sacred. And at the end of the day, it's a competitive culture. And so it doesn't matter if you're my dad, you're my brother, you're my cousin. If we're in 2 different tribes, when we meet, we need to see who put in the most work, whose suit is the prettiest, who has the best chant, who has the best footwork. And so, competition is a competition.
In family, in the same household.
But it's all love.
It's all love,
in
of
the
course,
end.
of
All
course.
love in the end.
You're very young to be a chief. Does it feel like a great responsibility?
It's a blessing and an honor to carry that responsibility with this culture because this culture's been going on for hundreds of years. And knowing that now the culture's on my back it's like overwhelming in a way. Wow. Exhilarating.
I'm definitely here for it. Like Terrence said, we gotta keep the culture going. So if we don't be out there, then what's gonna happen to this culture that so many other people have done before us. They've been trying to keep it going, and if we just let it go, then we the ones that failed the culture. So the creativity of an Indian suit can go from just humble finding things to now we spend thousands and thousands of dollars on the suits to be able to get that look that we want. So the elevation of the suits is just a testament of the elevation of time and the ideas of the people that's actually doing it. Because the things that I might feel like is top tier, they got a generation that's coming right behind me that's gonna probably blow that out the water based off of all the things they collectively seen. That's the part I love about it. That's one of my favorite parts of building a suit, honestly.
Why do you think it's so secretive?
Over 150 years ago, when to be a masking Indian in the street literally was illegal. The police department was actually given instructions if they see any black men dancing, parading in any kind of costume that resembles Indians to take them to jail. So our culture has always been built on secretive because we couldn't just be ourselves out of the fear of just being discriminated against, out of the fear of black men who actually had native blood being taken away to reservations. So you had to denounce that part of your family, your heritage. So it was kept in secret. So a lot of the words that Indians would use back then, a lot of people didn't recognize the words because the words weren't meant for normal people. It's only meant for me and another Indian, because if you understood what I was saying, it's a possibility you can jeopardize everything.
What does Super Sunday feel like for you?
So it's a lot of weight that you're walking around, and you're walking miles, So the physicality of it, that's one thing, but I think every Indian can probably tell you that they don't really feel it until after it's over, because the spirit carries you when you're wearing it. It's not you just holding it up. It's for me, it's my ancestors. And when I say my ancestors, it's not only just my ancient ancestors, like the older guys that I grew up watching. And I watched these guys as a kid, and I seen how they put suits together, how their pageantry was just always that much better than the next, and they always had unique things about them. So when those older guys come around and they teach you things and they see, okay, yeah, he took what I taught him, that makes me proud,
Yes. Can you tell me one of your favorite chants?
Chawa, boom, boom, make no boom, bow. That's my favorite chant.
What's your favorite chant?
The same one. Ask.
Really? Yours too?
Yeah, but one of my favorite ones is actually Indian Red, the one that we sing right before we go out, because it's basically like the calling of all the ancestors, calling for protection for that day. And the whole chant is just very emotional and all that.
And I cry every Indian Red.
Can you do a little bit of it as a family?
I mean, if you want us to, Mare Kurifayo
I feel lucky my own self growing up in the city and experiencing all of this and seeing it, but to listen to the stories firsthand, I feel so lucky to sit in your front room amongst your family and your suits.
We're happy you're here.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. On Super Sunday, the memory of all the sacrifice, the needle pricked fingers, vision gone cross-eyed from the long hours of beating, and the special moments they missed because of their dedication to the suit, all of it fades away. As soon as the suit settles on their shoulders, the person underneath is transformed. Everyone who sees them walking that day knows they are in the presence of power. The regal bearing of black masking Indians heightens reality and echoes across centuries. This Super Sunday, each generation activates the ritual with their own memories and aspirations for the future, as the next one stands by to take their place in the dance.
Amazing, right? and the beadwork and artistry and just everything that goes into it. And more than that, to me, the history, the whole feel of, where we come from, the ancestors. That was amazing to me. Like that, moved me. So, if you all did not know that, that is called masking. It is something that is done, and it is Super Sunday is what they call it. And I think it's just amazing. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And Tank Ball is part of the musical group Tank and the Bangers. And I think someone said they had tickets to go see her, to go see the group. So yes. Hey, Soul Scratch, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in and checking me out. So yes, Salma said very similar to Carnival preparation. Exactly. The cake is not almost gone. I'm not gonna lie. We did some damage on it, but actually I cut it up because we were trying to get to the baby. We were trying to find the baby and we couldn't. That's the reason why it looks like this. But a lot of times the baby is really embedded there in the cake. It's baked in there, and the baby is very tiny. Okay, so it's not that we ate a whole bunch of it. It's just that I cut it up. So yeah. But anyway, yes, I said we. Come on now. Don't do me like that. But yeah, but the baby is in there somewhere, or else they lied to us and didn't put a baby in there. But yes, I feel like the baby's in there, and we were kind of like divining over the cake, trying to figure out where we thought it might be. So I cut it up, but it's in there. But anyway, thank you all so much for the hype train, the resubs. Hey, DJ Forest One, I appreciate everything. And so many people came in. Okay, Sandra Radiate gave bits, and Lock and Key gave bits. Thank you all so much for contributing to that. We're going back up and seeing what we're looking at. The one Miss D sub, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. I met the one Miss D in person at the Reboot Gala. Wonderful person. We had so much fun. We smoked cigars together and we had a great time. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. So again, I wanted to share that with you all as part of Black History Month, a ode to that. And then of course, a ode to Mardi Gras, because a lot of traditions, a lot of things that we are taking part in here in America come from African-American culture. And as we know, a lot of times that's downplayed. We don't really get the shine that we deserve on a lot of things. So anytime that I can bring that to the forefront, I want to do that. And I encourage you all to read, to learn, to get on the internet, to go down the rabbit hole like I did. There's so much out there. And Salma said it earlier. Get educated. Don't believe everything that you see on TV. Don't believe everything you see on the media, especially things that are often painted in a very negative light about where we come from. So, please educate yourself and understand that I am not downing anybody's belief system, but I'm saying be open to other belief systems. Be open to learning about what other people believe and what we believed before we came here to the Americas. So be open to learning. Be open to finding out a little bit more. So I hope that... Okay, Locke. He said he just ate a couple of slices and I held the knife. Like I threatened him with a case knife, a butter knife, right? I threatened him with this, with a bunch of icing on it. Okay, and the lights go off. Anyway. So Mo the Gemini is lives in New Orleans. Mo, you're a New Orleans native. Am I correct? Is there anything that you would like to share with us that, because I'm sure there's lots of things that people probably believe about New Orleans or think about New Orleans that might not necessarily be true. Is there anything that you want to add or anything you would like for us to know about, New Orleanian culture, I guess? If so, please drop that in the chat because I would love to hear from you with that. But Yeah, we both had 2 pieces, but I did cut the cake up because we were trying to find the baby, but we didn't find it. We just couldn't find it. So anyway, yes, I said we, damn it. That's what I said. The lights go off. And I have a light switch emote if you guys did not notice, but I do have it. You can put it in the chat. But anyway, Joe Gambino's king cake, okay? I cannot recommend it enough. If you have it in your area, I also think that you can go to their website and you can probably order them and they will ship. But if you're here in the Atlanta area, hit me up, man. I probably can do a thing for you, do a thing or two for you. This is, 29 gifts, right? So, hey, just saying, maybe if you really want a king cake, that can be one of my 29 gifts to you. I would be happy to gift you one. So, and Stormy, I told you, if you don't have any luck, you can hit me up. So, anyway, I want to tell you all what I have coming up. First of all, I have a raid train. D-Man and I are doing a raid train on Saturday, the 24th of February, called Pulling Up the Covers. And it is all about cover versions of songs. Actually, Lock and Key Media is one of the DJs that will be featured on that. And that's going to be really, really cool. That's going to be a really cool raid train, but it is all about cover versions. You all know that I am heavily into things that are different. I'm trying to bring something unique to the ear, unique to the eye, trying to do something a little bit different here on Twitch. So we've been on here, a lot of us been on here like 4 years. So I really want us to do something different. Hey, Chanel B, how you doing? Hey, Lady Luck, what's going on? So that's coming up on the 24th, which is a Saturday. And it's going to kick off with Sincere the DJ, and it's going to end with D-Man. And the flyer will be posted on IG. Make sure you are following me. Make sure you are following DJ D-Man. It's DJ D-Man 216. And you will see the flyer. That's coming very, very soon. Probably early next week it'll be posted. And that's going to be like phenomenal. And I got other ideas in the hopper. I will not be here next Thursday. And there's a reason why I will not be here next Thursday, because I'm going to be here on Saturday and I'm going to have a very special show on the 17th of February. If you all remember, I have done this show called Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions. And it is a panel of individuals that are on the show with me. I serve as the moderator, and we talk about things. We talk about all sorts of things that maybe you feel like you're really, really definitive on. But then once you have a couple of drinks, maybe you're not so definitive. Or maybe when you hear another opinion, you're not so definitive on them. And that's why we call it Mixed Drinks, Mixed Emotions. We have done it twice. So this will be our 3rd time doing it, but it will be our 1st time doing it here out of Lock and Key Media Studios. And I will be doing this with 2 people in studio with me, London Michelle and DJ Malik Stone. And y'all know how it is when Malik comes, right? And y'all just get ready for London Michelle. I'm going to just tell you, if you see London Michelle in the chat, wait till y'all see London Michelle in person, right? But it will be the 3 of us sitting here in this room together. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to have some snacky snacks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we are going to bring some people in remotely to join us on the panel. And we are going to talk about all manner of stuff. We're going to talk about relationship stuff, sex stuff, stuff. I don't know. Maybe we're going to find a baby in here. I don't know. We're going to talk about baby stuff, drink stuff. Hey, Jordan Williams Gaming. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you have seen the other shows, they were a hoot. Okay. And we kind of I, as the moderator, I have a set of questions, but I sort of let them lead me wherever they would like to go and wherever you all would like to go. So please tune in for that. It will be 7 p.m. EST on the 17th. Again, follow me so that you can see the flyer right here in this spot with 2 other people sitting next to me. Crazy Berry Town, I might be reaching out to you for some charcuterie. I don't know, but I want to do something nice for my folks. So Stress said, sex stuff, ears opening up. Yeah, we talk about all kind of stuff. No holds barred. And then, when you add drinks into that and some snacks, get ready. That's all I can say. That's all. Yeah, I said charcuterie. Yeah. So anyway, I may have Crazy Berry Town do something, real pretty for us so that we can have some snacks and drink our drinks. But yeah, make sure that you tune into that because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So we have that coming up. So next Thursday is known as Side Chick, Side Dude Day because it's the day after Valentine's Day. If you a side chick, side dude, no judgment. Enjoy your day. That's all I'm going to say. I won't be here with you. I want to tell you all happy Valentine's Day. Whether you have a Valentine, and I said tine, not time, tine. It is Valentine's. Valentine's. Say it with me. Happy Valentine's Day. And please remember that Valentine's Day is about love. It is not necessarily just romantic love, but it's about showing love to people that you love, people that you care about. So your family, your friends, whoever makes an impact in your life, please, please, please carry on with the 29 gifts, the random acts of kindness. Has anybody done it? I have more people in the room. Is anybody doing this with me or has anybody done some random acts of kindness? Please say yes. Just lie to me. Okay, just lie to me. I don't care if you lie to me. Hey, Living Life Golden. Yeah, I hope that you have. I really hope that you have because, okay, Blue Majesty, you did? Can you tell us what you did if you don't mind? You don't have to say the person's name, but if you did something, just a random act, I would love it. Cruz said you did not slap a coworker and that was an act of kindness. Yes, yes. Okay, London, you did. Okay. Y'all, thank you. Seriously, thank you. And I'm being real here when honestly it doesn't matter to me what you did. The fact that you did it means something. It means a lot. Okay, it means a lot that you did it because that's what this is all about. It's about some consciousness, some effort on your part of, instead of putting something negative out there, we're going to put something more positive out there. So I know for me, I've done several things each day. Some of them were very conscious and some of them just kind of organically popped up. And I absolutely love that. So 29 days. Now, I'm going to bust y'all up a little bit because last week I told you I would give out 3 books to the 3 people who whispered me. Nobody whispered me. Nobody. So I don't know if that means y'all don't want to read no book or you want an audio book. I don't know what that means. But how about this? 3 people whisper me. Just whisper me. And we'll take it from there. Okay? 3 people, the first 3 people that whisper me, I will gift you with something. We'll discuss what, okay? Because if you don't want the book, that's okay. Okay, so Lock and Key said it's in the audio book. And I get it. I get it. I really get it. But it is an excellent book. I don't mind the audio book. Cruz said whisper, send it in my whisper. 2 Brown Whiskey Woman. And Miss Yvonne said, I just got here. Hey, Miss Yvonne, how you doing? But anyway, 3 people. If you whisper me, I promise you I will gift you with something. All right. If you don't want the book, that's perfectly fine. All right. I will say that. So no, don't. Not that kind of whisper. Don't whisper in my ear. That's okay. Let me just eat some cake on that note. Anyway. Stormy said, bye. So, as always, I tell you all, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. It means something to me. I do not take it for granted ever. You could be anywhere. And I appreciate you all coming in here and sharing your time with me, allowing me to give you a little bit of education about brown liquor and king cakes and Mardi Gras and Voodoo Chips and, you know, just stuff. And Martha Luther the King and, you know, just stuff. But I appreciate you all very much for being here. We are going to get out of here, and I would like to take a look at who is on. I have an idea of where I would like to go, but I need to check and make sure the person is natty. I want to make sure the person is on. So can I take a look at who is currently on? Because this person said they were going to be on. Let's see. I see someone that I would like to go to, I believe. Can you scroll down a little bit? Okay. All right. Okay. The person that I would like to go to is on. He mentioned this earlier in the stream, and he actually was a guest on my show. I would like to go to the Call is 06. He was a guest on my show a short time ago, and we had a great time. And if you all have never been into the Call is stream, I have seen this man evolve. I remember when he first started. He has really studied the craft. He has honed his skills. And I feel like, you know, a proud mama, even though I don't know how old the Collis is. I mean, he probably ain't, you know, it probably is not like that kind of situation where he could be my son. But that's how I feel, because I've really seen him grow, and I've seen him really practice his craft and, you know, just improve his skill set. So I would like to rate him. I want to say hello to the people that stopped over on the side of YouTube. I see a couple of people. And I will see you all next Saturday, the 17th at 7 p.m. London Michelle, DJ Malik Stone will be here, right here in this space with me. And we will be talking about all manner of stuff, drinking, talking shit, cussing. It's going to be a fun time. Y'all want to be here for it. Okay. Hi, Janie Lewis. How you doing? Thank you for stopping over on the other side. I appreciate it. I'm not going to bust her up. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. But thank you all. And please make sure you follow me on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. So I will see y'all. I love y'all so much. And happy Mardi Gras. You know, whoop it up. Have some drinks. And don't forget, get you some Bacardi Hurricane and a king cake from Joe Gambinos. All right? And I'll see y'all. See y'all next Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Side Chick Side Dude Day. Okay? I'll see y'all. I'm going to eat some cake. Didn't find that baby, but I'm going to eat some cake. Okay.